Good evening to you. Good evening. Good evening to everybody. Good evening. Hey there, Miss Ruth. How are you doing, ma'am? How are you? How are you doing? Good evening, everybody. Hey there, Telsha. How are you doing? Hey there, Miss Geraldine. How are you? Hey, Nina. How are you doing? Hey, Barrera. How are you? Hey, Miss Rose. Hey there, Bradley and Karma. Hey there, Sergeant. Hi, Gigi. Bonky's mommy. How are you doing? Nisi Poo. Hey, loving me. Doreen. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Hey, Anna. Hey, Miss Chat. Hey, Erica. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much. Hey, Nubia. How are you doing, Queen? Hey, Brenda. Marissa. Hey, Marissa. On. And who is this? Let's see. Michelle, Jules, Janet. Hey, Stevie Bananas. Lisa. How are you guys doing? Hey, Raina. Hey, Crystal. I love you, miss you. Hey, Marianne. Hey, Dana. How are you? You are so welcome. Thank you so much. Hey, Tanya and Wanda. Narcissist Chronicles. How are you doing? Hey, Heavy Metal. Laura. Past the Fog. I like that. Hey, Sandy Lou. I haven't seen you in a long time. Hey, Gloria. How are you doing? Hi, Esther. And that's Shellin. Shellin, how are you? Andrea from Arizona. All right. Oh, happy 4th to you, too. I'm going to inbox you something, Crystal. Hey, Kelly, how are you? Well, thank you. Well, thank you for being here. Hi, Dr. Val. How are you doing? Hey, Just Be Real. Hi, Ruth. I just want you guys to know, my moderators, I want you guys to know I have your books in a package in my car. So, hey, Dane, how are you doing? I got your books in a package in my car. So I am sending it out. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten y'all. Hey, Craig W., how are you doing? Hey, Teresa, how are you doing? Oh, excuse me. I got it in the car. I just got to get it to the post office. How are you guys doing? Hey there, Twilla. How are you doing? Let's see. I'm just waiting for some more people to come in. Hey, Deb. Well, I'm glad you caught me live. Well, thank you so much. Well, thank you, Miss Erica. I appreciate it. I'm glad it was food rations. Hey, Velocity. Oh, thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Hey, Gigi. S. Jonazy. Okay, you know I'm gonna make it super fancy if I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm gonna make it like super fancy. Good Sunday to you too, Salento. How are you? Hey, Shirley. Arlington, Washington. All right. Hey, Obi, how are you? Hi, Brenda. I know, right? Because just to let you guys know, starting next Sunday, I probably won't be on at this time. I'll have to come on a little later. So, I mean, I don't think it'll be super late, but then I have to push because I'll be back on the road next Sunday. I'll be with Apostle Sadler. So that pushes my time forward a little bit. So I probably won't have this time slot next week. I'll probably have to go a little later because remember at one point in time, I used to do like 8, 9 o'clock. My Cash App is right up underneath my YouTube video. It's cash sign PHC something. Look up underneath my videos on some other videos and you'll see my Cash App under there. Thank you so much. I appreciate you asking too. Thank you. But oh yeah, we're careful. We are careful. It's not a big crowd of people, so don't worry. And we wear our face mask and gloves and all that good stuff. So don't worry. But I probably won't be on this time slot. It'll probably be just a little later because I have duties. I have duties, y'all. Thank you so much. You love the last video? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I had a moment in time where I went, hey, Robbie, how you doing? I had a moment in time I went back into the military and I had to come and talk to you guys from that standpoint. Hey, Joe from Lafayette, Louisiana. All right. Oh, Jonesy. Okay. I'll make it fancy now. I'll make it Jonesy. I'll make it fancy if I can't pronounce it. Longview, Washington. Okay, Tasha, I see you. It's a Tashia. Pretty. Thank you, Stevie Bananas. Enjoying my, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hey there, Karen. How are you? Miss you, Robbie. Yeah, there you go. So whoever asked for my Cash App, Miss Telsha just put it up there. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Angela from DC. Okay, Angela from DC. And Mitzi from Philadelphia. Hey, Monisha, how are you? Hey, Yvette, how are you doing? Let's see. Unica. I still like that name, Unica. Go ahead, Unica. Puerto Rico. Okay. All right, Puerto Rico. Hola, how are you doing? Thank you so much. I apologize. I haven't been able to get to you guys like I want to because of the fact that, as you guys know, during the corona, not saying, it's bad for a lot of people and it's good for a lot of people's business. And so a lot of business people are having to make, well, hello from Italy. But, a lot of people are having to make certain business decisions, some business decisions to launch their business forward. Some people are having to make business decisions to shut down, really, or to, to decrease in size or whatever. And so I have been blessed in expansion. And so, expansion meaning, the things that I do. And so whenever you're making business decisions, sometimes, because I come on camera and then I make videos a lot, sometimes I have to stay focused on what I'm doing and trying to move my business forward. So a lot of times it's not that I forget about you guys. It's not that I don't want to do the videos. Sometimes I'm just really booked. I'm really busy, especially when you're making certain business transitions. And so 2020, though we've had a coronavirus, we've lost a lot of people. People have become sick. People have, lost their jobs. There are a lot of people that have gained businesses, created businesses. You found out how creative you were, and for me, business has been pretty good. And to expand, when you're home and you're having to work from home, a lot of you guys, you begin to expand, you begin to, and so there are things that I'm making decisions and stuff. And so when I'm focused on my business, sometimes I can't come on and do videos. And so thank you, Ms. Nubia. I appreciate you. But sometimes, yeah, I'm a businesswoman. So, I'm about making business and getting people to healing and getting people answers. And so that's my passion. That's my heart. And so, when I focus on that, sometimes I can't come on camera just as quick as I usually do. And so, I try to make sure I put at least one video out, per week to let you guys know I'm there and to come back on Sundays. And then sometimes, you guys always tell me, take care of yourself, Dr. C, get some rest. So sometimes I'm tired, and so if I'm overtired, I don't force myself to come on camera. That's called self-care, you guys, and I teach you guys that as well. Self-care. And so I teach it to you guys. I also try to exercise that. And a lot of times I'm really tired and I want to come and talk to you guys. But if I'm too tired, then, sometimes you're too tired, you get frustrated too quick. And so I won't come on camera to get frustrated. I will stay off camera and get some rest, or I'm busy doing something else. And so I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate you, especially when you guys are, it's called me time. Exactly. And so, so you guys, if I teach you guys that, I expect for you guys to practice that as well. But if you're practicing that, most of you guys are not good with hypocrites, so I try not to be a hypocrite. I try to practice what I teach you guys, so self-care is very, very important, especially coming out of these situations with narcissists and the things that you have been through. No is a complete sentence. Self-care is very important. Healing is very important. Yeah, slow down and breathe. Exactly. And especially if you're a type of person that you're an entrepreneur and you have like 1,000 things you're trying to do at one time, sometimes you have to give to yourself too. Because if you don't give to yourself, you're going to wear out. So you guys have to, you be wise. There are people that are hurting, and a lot of those people are not going anywhere. And so for those of you that are out also making videos, and those of you that are also coaches and in that type of helping field, do all remember this one thing, that self-care is very important. Self-care is very important. And so don't let people pull you into something when you're tired. Don't let people pull you, because you'll get frustrated. When you get frustrated, you just, Sometimes you say things, you get frustrated and you say things, or you get frustrated and you don't feel like dealing with people no more. I mean, we're all human. We are human beings. We're people. You know what I mean? Also, you guys, in my on my Facebook page and on my YouTube channel, if you go to yeah, if you don't safeguard yourself, yeah, exactly. You can't save anybody if you drown in yourself. Absolutely. Make sure you can swim. Make sure you tread in water first and you got energy to save someone else. Doesn't make any sense. When you're on an aircraft, they tell you that in the event that they hit an altitude in which the face mask, thank you so much, Queen of Success. When the face mask come down, put the face mask on you first before you try to help anybody else. Because of the fact that if you try to help anybody else first, you'll pass out before you get a chance to help anybody else. So you're no good to anybody if you can't help yourself first. You help yourself first. You are your greatest investment. Always remember that you are your greatest investment first. And a lot of times when people are hurting and people are looking for help, they're looking to see whether you can do it. I told you guys a long time ago, and a part of my story when I was in the military. And Crystal Sanchez, she was one of my soldiers. But back in the military, I was very adamant about making sure that my soldiers were taken care of. So I was this wounded healer that was trying to vicariously help people around me. And I didn't believe that there was help out there for me. And so imagine I'm trying to help people and I'm rescuing people and I'm trying to get them with resources. I'm watching them, but I thought that it'll work for them, but it won't work for me. And a lot of times, they knew I was very adamant about taking care of them and making sure that I would do whatever I had to do to protect my soldiers. But at the same time, in the back of in my heart and in my mind, I didn't think it applied to me. So I'd do it for everybody else, but I didn't think I was worth being saved. I didn't think that that it applied to me. You see what I mean? And when I realized, I was like, what kind of leader do I follow? I follow a leader that's able to apply it to themselves. If you can't heal, or if you can't find help for yourself, or if you can't recover, then it's hopeless, because it's only a matter of time that you're going to fall apart. And so I'm very adamant, that you do self-care for yourself, because there are people that are depending. There are some people, they hear what you're saying. And a lot of you guys on these YouTube channel and my Facebook pages, a lot of you I notice are very much like that. And I appreciate that, because some of you guys are very similar to the way I think. And the thing is that if you're going to teach us something, are you applying it to yourself? And some of you guys have asked, did you go through something like this? And you guys are watching someone on the other side of the camera that have been through some of the exact same things that you guys have went. People say, I can never see a way out, or I can never see healing from this. You're looking at a person that's been through it just like you have, and when I look back at the people that I've helped when I was in the military, in my mind, I was thinking, I was like, man, I was kind of a hypocrite. I'm telling them to do stuff that I couldn't even do for myself, or I'm trying to save them and help them, but I can't even help myself. So I didn't think that there was help for me until I started applying the very things that I would say to them. I started applying it to myself. No is a complete sentence. Take care of yourself, And I'm telling you guys, sometimes people are watching what you do as opposed to what you say. I hear what you're saying, but are you doing it? So a lot of people watch what you do, not what you say, to see if you're doing it for yourself. So a lot of you that are going through your healing process, don't think that this is going to last forever. You have to make a choice in your mind. You have to make a choice to decide to heal from what you have gone through. A lot of people are still straddling the fence. So a lot of people are still, they want to go back. They don't want to go back. I still love them, but I haven't cut them off. Maybe there's a chance. That's that hope. Hope is the very last thing that goes. And so a lot of you have to make up in your mind. You have to choose. What are you going to choose? The red pill or the blue pill? You guys have to make a choice. You know what I mean? You have to make a choice. You have to decide that I'm no longer going to go, you can move forward. But that's the very first choice you have to make. I have to make a choice to decide I'm not going to go back. I refuse to go back. I'm going to heal, because if you continue going through what you're going through, you are also training your children as to what is acceptable and what is unacceptable. Men, you are teaching your children on how a man should be treated. Women, you are teaching your girls how a woman should be treated, and vice versa. You guys are teaching your daughters what to accept and what not to accept. You're teaching your sons what to do and what not to do. And so you are repeating the cycle. You have to be able to go in to break the cycle. And the person that breaks the cycle is the person that has the hardest job of them all. Because some of you can look back in your families and you see the cycle going. You can see it. You can see where your mom was abused, your dad was abused. Some of you guys look back at, go back to your grandparents. how this monster has wreaked havoc in your family. But how can you teach somebody something new, or how can you teach somebody another path to go if you yourself have not diverted from the path that your family has followed? This is that, what is it called, the broken path, or the path that has been then walked on. Sometimes you have to create your own path. I'm in the state of Washington, and if you look at the Lewis Clark expedition, they came across and they started making new pathways they started studying the animals and studying. So they made a new pathway from where they were coming all the way over here into the state of Washington. They discovered animals and things that they had never seen before. And a lot of you are still following in the path, of your family history. If you look in your family as alcoholics and drug addicts, abuse and prostitution and lack of education. And some of you guys, when you break that mold, when you do something different, it becomes very hard because you don't have a support system that understands where you're going. And so you have to find a support system that understands where you're going. And sometimes that means reaching outside of your family, reaching outside of your familiarity, reaching outside of the place that you have gotten comfortable. Even though you don't like abuse, that is a place of comfort because that is all you've known growing up all your life. And so growing up like that all your life, that's all you known was the big block of government cheese. You don't know nothing about Velveeta. You don't know nothing about that stinky cheese, that expensive, exquisite, bougie cheese. All you know is the big block of government cheese. So someone introduces you to something new, your palate is not used to it. Your taste buds are not used to it, and it becomes an acquired taste. Brie, yeah. but it's an acquired, now you have to develop a new taste for something else. If I introduce you to something better than what you've been accustomed to, if you've never been introduced to anything nice, if you've never been on a yacht, if you've never been in an exquisite hotel, if you've never been on a cruise ship, if you've never been in another country, if you've never seen different places where people have lived, you think you are in that small little world, and that's all you know. To be introduced to something new, it gives you a different taste bud, gives you a different taste. So it gives you a different taste of things. And a lot of you guys have come out of families where that's all you've ever seen. And so your taste buds automatically direct you to someone such as the narcissist because it is familiar to you. That's all you know. In order to change, some of you guys, you're looking for a particular type of person. Some folks like thugs. Okay. Well, a lot of you guys, they keep on, or some of you guys like bookworms, or some of you guys like these type of people. Well, these are the type of people you're drawn to, but these are the type of people that have those similar characteristics. And that's all you're looking at. You see but if I introduce you to something else, something new, sometimes you don't even know what it's like to be treated nice. Some of you don't even know what it's like to be called sir or ma'am. All my children use sir and ma'am, even my adult kids, sir and ma'am, because sir and ma'am will open up a lot of doors. Now, some of you say, oh, that's so military, that's so Southern, but that's respect. You're putting people on the highest level of respect. Even the kids, sometimes I say sir and ma'am to the children. I have been out with our ministry to feed the homeless. And when we were under the bridges where the people were homeless, when I had a conversation with them, I sat down and I had a sandwich with them. And because I'm a therapist, so I'm analytic. And so I'm always asking, I'm acquisitive. So I ask a lot of questions. And so I've sat down and talked to people under there. And because of the fact that I showed interest in them, and then while they're talking to me, I'm saying, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Do you know what kind of dignity and respect they feel? Do you know that they feel like people? Do you know they feel like somebody had looked beyond the fact that I smell, that I'm under this bridge and I'm homeless? They made me feel like I'm nobody. But when you just use that little term, yes, sir, no, ma'am, do you know how much respect you give to people that have nothing? Likewise with you guys. You guys have been in situations with narcissists, and you guys have been in situations, throughout your family where you don't even know what it's like to be treated with respect. You also don't know what it's like to have boundaries. And so a lot of times your way of getting your needs met is to manipulate. Even though you don't realize that's what you're doing, you manipulate, and you run into someone that does not believe in manipulation and will make sure they put their boundaries up. But a lot of times when people have boundaries and they put their boundaries up to you, that's painful because you're accustomed to getting what you want. Likewise with a narcissist, boundaries kill a narcissist. Boundaries and the word no makes a narcissist feel like you killing them. You see what I mean? And likewise for a lot of you that have been trained a certain way. Hey, Miss Clara, how you doing? I miss you. Love you. But, so boundaries will hurt a person that has no boundaries. Boundaries, rules, and orders hurts a narcissist because they're not accustomed to that. But a lot of you come from families like that. Okay, y'all be careful what you say on here because We don't want to be shut down while we live, okay, Etho? So be careful what you say and what names you use while you're on here. Regardless of what our political view are, regardless of what our feelings are, we all have our feelings and our viewpoints, but you got to be careful what you say on YouTube and on social medias, because it is what it is. Just be careful, okay? But yeah, some of you guys come from families that have never shown you respect. You don't know what it is to say, "You're my precious little girl. I love you so much. I respect you. You're your daddy's little girl. You're your daddy's strong man, or you're mama's little boy, or I love you, and regardless of what you do, even if you're in prison, baby, you're still my son, you're still my daughter, and I love you. I don't agree with what you do, nor do I agree with your attitude, but at the same time, that never changes the fact that you're my child. It never changes the fact that I care for you, that I love you. Some of you guys are not accustomed to hearing that. Some of you guys are not accustomed to people that actually want to know you. People tell you, "No, I really like you. You are so cool." The first thing that comes out your mouth is "Why you like me? What you want?" That's not a problem that the person has. That's the problem that you have. You have a problem within respect. Some of you guys are not even ready for relationships. You know what I mean? You're tearing them apart with your own insecurities. You find a good man, ladies, a good man that has respect and allows you to be yourself. The first thing you're thinking is like, "What's in it for you? Why you all nice and stuff? Why you opening up the doors for me?" So what man wants to keep doing like, "What is wrong with you? I'm just trying to show you a little respect." Likewise, gentlemen, you get a lady that treats you with respect, a woman that loves you, that honors you, that they hold you as a king, and "Baby, I got your back. We ride or die. We Bonnie and Clyde." Some of you guys like, "What you want? Why you acting like that?" I don't know. But some of you guys are not ready, because that's not something that's wrong with them. That's something that's wrong with you. And then because of the fact you have been in a relationship with a narcissist like that, they've changed your whole viewpoint when it comes to people. Some of you guys grew up in households with narcissists. So that's all you guys know. That's all you know. The sad part about the whole situation is that even with children, you guys have children by narcissists, whether it's the mother or the father. And, to the world, to everybody on the outside, these are some great parents, and they're buying them this and they're always spending, but yet they have their own ulterior motives. They have their own little private motives, and their motives is not to love their children and to raise their children and to implement standards and their whole thing is to make sure that people see what they do. And yet they're hypocrites, they're liars, and the kids don't think that a child is dumb. Children are not dumb. Children are not dumb. Some of you guys think your children are dumb and they don't see what they're going on. Some kids are just afraid to say, because by law, the court orders may say they have to be back with that parent. And so because of the fact that they have to be back with that parent, a lot of children are afraid to be honest, because they have to go back into the presence of that parent. And for them to say that, "I know my mother is a hypocrite. I know my father is a liar. I know this right here, and they got this problem." Well, to the outside world, nobody sees it. And then who is the child going to talk to? Because they're afraid that they're going to get repercussions for being honest, because a narcissist don't like to be called out. A narcissist wants to be seen for the facade that they portray. For someone to actually look at them and be honest and tell the world or tell people around them that you're garbage and you handle people like garbage. You know what I mean? Yeah, the children are paying attention. Absolutely. Don't think that they're not. Parents, you have to create a all right, let me go and get rid of you, because you're doing entirely too much. But anyway, doing too much. So anyway, we don't break folks around here. Okay, but anyway, but like I was saying is that, children pay attention, and parents, those of you that right now are in that process where you have the legal system or court orders that basically tell you that you have to allow your children to go to be with that narcissistic parent. You have to create an environment where that child trusts you, where that child feels safe around you. You don't ask that child things about what's going on there. You just create an environment for those children where they can talk to you, where they feel comfortable around you, where they feel safe and at peace. And when they feel safe and at peace at your house, as they get older, it's going to be harder and harder for them to keep going to the other parent. You have created a safe haven for them. You have created a place. Craig don't answer. Craig W, don't answer that question. I've already blocked him, but because he's distracting you. But You have to create a safe haven for your children. Don't be so paranoid because your children can pick up on that anxiety. Your children can pick up on that fear, and certain things you'll be saying. You say to them, the kids are not dumb. Think about yourself when you were a certain age. People didn't believe that you were paying attention. You know what I mean? But kids are not dumb. You create a safe environment. You create an environment where those children feel free at your house. They know that you care. You talk to them. You leave the conversations open. Respect their opinions. Respect their thought process. Let them talk. When they come and talk, one thing that I learned when I was in the military, I had a First Sergeant Ricky Talley. He's retired, Command Sergeant Major Ricky J. Talley. And I remember he had a degree in human resources, but he was a good listener. Now, whether he was actually paying attention to us big head soldiers, I'm not sure. But one thing that I liked about him is that when you came to him with a problem at the time, we had the phones that you pick up with the some of y'all don't know nothing about that. The telephone you pick up has got the dials on there, not the rotary. Some of y'all don't know about the rotary phone either. But when you came into him with a problem, what he did is he let the people, his staff, know, I'm in a meeting, do not interrupt me. And he gave you his full undivided attention to a point where he used to take the phone off the hook and lay the phone down and then pay attention to you. And it's like you had his attention. So whatever you said to him, he paid attention to what you were saying. And so that's the same environment that you have to create for your children. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Mr. Craig. But that's the same environment that you have to, just be real. That's the same environment that you have to create for your children, where they know that you're giving them your undivided attention. The narcissist will make it seem like they're getting their undivided attention, but don't think that your child does not know that they're not getting their undivided attention. They'll let you know they don't really pay attention to me. They ask questions, get me talking, but they don't pay attention to me. Or, I say something and they don't remember nothing I said, or I'm trying to talk and they're busy doing something else. Kids are not dumb, but you have to remember, you can't fight fire with fire. You can't fight them the way that they're fighting you. You have to come up with a better way. Look and see what they're doing. You're better than that. You don't have the same dysfunctional personality, broken foundation as they do. Sometimes you have to pull the foundation out. To pull the foundation out means that you have to be who you authentically are. If you are a loving person, if you are you have to be who you are before you met that narcissist. Even if you were broken before you met them and they broke you some more, but it'll strengthen you because you're learning some things about yourself. You create that environment in your home for your children so that your children feel safe around you. They feel like they can talk to you. You can hold on to their, and I say secrets, I don't mean secrets that they're being abused or anything like that. I just mean that when they become vulnerable and they want to talk to you and express what's on their heart, that they can trust you and not judging them or making them feel bad, because that's what that narcissist does. That narcissist, they judge them, and it may look like they're being a parent, and that's what a parent is supposed to do, and you're supposed to direct them and you tell them what to do. That's not their intention. That's not their intention. They want power and they want control, even with their children. And like I said, don't ever think that your children don't know. Your children are not stupid. Your children are not dumb. Don't ever underestimate those kids. You see what I mean? So do not underestimate those kids. Okay, I tell you what, I've done a lot of talking because, I haven't done any videos throughout the week. And so I just wanted to, just give you guys some encouragement. But give me about 15 minutes. Give me 15 minutes and I'm going to, because I actually have to go cook. But give me 15 minutes. Telsha, Just Be Real. I don't know where New Dawn Arises is, and Stevie Bananas. Y'all give me 15 minutes, and I'm going to answer some questions within the 15 minutes, okay? Because I'm a little sleepy, but I'm not super sleepy where I don't know what I'm talking about, okay? But I just want to, I got to cook a little something. I got to cook a little something. I got me a new air fryer, so, I got to use my new air fryer. You guys ready? Yeah, a safe place for and with the children, absolutely. You found strength in the correction of your thought pattern. Exactly. Ms. Rose said, narcs, they judge and then throw it back in your face. Absolutely. Yep. I made mac and cheese in the air fryer. Was it good? Yeah, I got me a little air fryer. You can't tell me nothing. I'm like Chef Boyardee now. Mr. Craig W. said, my narc father turned his mom against me when I was a child. So if he did anything negative, she would enable him and blame me for everything. Oh, absolutely. You got to remember, when you got narc kids, they got parents, and those parents, a lot of them are enablers. They are enablers. That's their child. I can't believe that my child, because they look at it as I made a mistake. This person acts this way. Don't think that they don't know what they're doing. The parents of a narcissist, they know what they're doing, but it's their choice whether they're going to recognize it or they're going to enable. And they can't believe that a person can, that's my child. And, no matter what, that's still my child, and I'm going to talk to them and everything. But that doesn't mean, no, but some of these parents are enablers. They are enablers. They know that they're doing wrong. They know that they're tearing up people's hearts. They know that they're hurting the kids. They know, and they turn a blind eye, because a lot of times they also feel guilty, like I should have been able to stop it. I should have been able to stop what has happened, because they actually see their life unfold in front of them, because that is some of the same thing. They're watching their children do some of the same things that happened to them. And they're watching the pattern repeat itself. And some parents just cannot handle the fact, because they feel guilty. And so some parents just can't handle the fact that I'm watching this pattern repeat itself. Some parent license would be great. You know how many people would lose their kids? Some of us make mistakes. Some of us have made some horrible mistakes. Even with the people that we introduced in their lives, and some of the narcissists that we have got connected to. If that's the case, we would have our kids taken away. You know what I mean? Is narc behavior a generational curse? Go to my mentor's YouTube channel. Is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and she speaks about the narcissistic personality disorder from a spiritual perspective, a biblical and spiritual perspective. Do I, because I'm a believer, do I think that it is demonic? I do. However, if you go over to her YouTube channel, she speaks about it from a biblical perspective. She's the presiding prelate of Vintage Chambers Global Ministries, which is our ministry, our church, and she is over several churches and many, yes, Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and she's over many leaders. Hey, Miss Tyra, long time no see, girl. But she's over many ministries, and she has a lot of leaders that she is over, and she is international, and national, international. And she, her name is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. If you go to YouTube, is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper, and she is my mentor, and she is my pastor, my woman of God, and she talks about narcissist abuse from a spiritual perspective, from a biblical spiritual perspective. And I promise you this: if you listen to her, me and her and I, that'd be the correct English. If you listen to her and I, give us 6 months of your time to listen to us for 6 months out of your time, and watch how your train of thought starts changing. Watch how you start becoming more empowered. Watch how you start beginning to heal from some of this hot mess that you done been through. Just give us 6 months of your time, and just go from my videos to her videos, from her videos to my videos. And if you watch us too in 6 month period of time, watch and see how you start thinking. Your thought process will start changing. She was my mentor. She helped me get through what I went through, and now I'm sitting before you guys doing the same thing she did for me. So don't think it's not effective. When you got the right type of mentors and the right type of teachers, they'll break up some fallow ground in your heart. They'll, in order to change the way you think, you got to introduce new information. You got to introduce facts, truth. And when you introduce facts and truths to a individual that has been surrounded by people that lie, which is a narcissist, lies and everything that is just dark and hateful, but when you introduce someone to light, truth, and facts, that right there would change your perspective. But how are you going to know anybody? How are you going to, crack the code? Exactly. It'll crack the code, but it'll open you up. Hey, Miss Tasha. But it'll open you up, and you'll begin to learn. And so I'm telling you, if take it as medicine, go from her page to my page, from my page to her page. And if you do that within a 6 month increment of time, email me and let me know that you changed. Because I guarantee you're gonna change. It worked for me, so you know it'll work for you. And I'm a testament. I'm a testament of her work. And so I'm a testament of her work. So you see it firsthand. Hi, Natasha's touch. Yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Afina. Yes, it is, Miss Rose. Absolutely. Okay, y'all having a conversation with yourself. 6 months, no contact, filed for divorce after 21 years. He won't sign. His smear campaign is getting to me. But, Obi, you got to remember, that's all they got. All they got is to tear up your character. And sometimes it's best not to try to fight back. Because once you start fighting back, it's like you're chasing these little wildfires and you missing the whole bonfire. In order to get to the whole bonfire, you have to get to the foundation of the bonfire. Firefighters would tell you when they go to a burning building, they just don't, they spray to try to get it under control in order for them to get in, to get to the foundation of the fire. If they can hit the foundation of that fire, it'll put out the rest of the fire. And some of you guys, are so concerned, and I'm not saying that it's not uncomfortable. It is very uncomfortable for a smear campaign to be launched against you. If it's not affecting your job, if it's not affecting your money or your ability to pay bills, that is something now you're gonna have to get some thick skin, because that's all they have. The smear campaigns, the people that are on their side. As long as you're not in danger, you haven't lost finances, you stay focused. You don't every battle is not yours to fight. Sometimes the greatest battle is be quiet. They know how to stay quiet with you. Sometimes you got to learn to be quiet. Let the justice system handle them, because once you start talking and trying to defend yourself, it's a lot of confusion, and you don't want a lot of confusion. You don't want a lot of confusion. And they purposely invoke confusion. They purposely operate, they operate strategically, but they enforce confusion. The confusion, it's just chaos. And that's not what you want. In order to overcome chaos and confusion, you got to get yourself straight, get your mind right, and stay focused. A focused mind is powerful mind. A focused mind is a powerful, powerful mind. And you don't have to everything in control chaos. But everything that they bring up, you don't have to fight it. And I know it's painful, Obi. I know it's painful. But every fight is not your fight to fight. Sometimes you have to let them burn themselves out, because who can fight with themselves? Who can argue with themselves? You see what I mean? Who can argue with themselves? You can't argue with yourself, And after a while, remember, when you don't fight back, they get frustrated. The quickest way to frustrate them is not to fight back, is not to argue back with them. It's not to defend yourself all the time. You see what I mean? It'll run them crazy. Run them crazy. When I served mine, he didn't have to sign. I got my divorce in Brooklyn, New York. There comes a time where if they keep on trying to up the, when you're going through a divorce, I know in Mississippi, if you don't want to sign it, you keep playing, the judge will eventually sign it. The judge eventually just give you the divorce. They don't even know they divorced from you. So they can play the game all they want to. They can play the game all they want to and not sign. Eventually, sometimes it'll go in your favor. Sometimes it will go in your favor. Smear campaign is the narcissist seeking instant gratification. They don't care about the long run. They just want temporary pleasure of seeing you hurt by other people. Yep. Karma said, I need help trying to help flying monkeys realize they're being manipulated. Child, you about to go crazy trying to do that. That's not your battle. See, that's what I'm talking about. Everything is not your battle. That's not your job to help them see. That's not your job. In Georgia, is they disappear, you can get the divorce without them. Voila. See? If you argue with an idiot, there will be two. You're right, Stevie. Yep. Don't put yourself on their level. Don't stoop to their level. 5 minutes. Okay. Don't stoop to their level. I always thought my sister was a covert narcissist. And recently, my psychologist told she sounds more like antisocial personality disorder. I'm still trying to come to terms with her abuse. Okay. Let's see. I try to stay silent. My health is important. Absolutely, Beauty for Ashes. Absolutely. Anger rests in the belly of fools. I have a video about dissociation. You just want your mind back. You just got to make choices. You got to make choices. You said, so I've been in my relationship for 29 years, just found out that these things existed. Narcissist people, I believe I have a psychopath narcissist, and all his flying monkeys hate my family gathering. Okay. Let's see. Well, thank you, Sandy Lou. He said, Leah said the narc played the judge in my divorce and I stayed quiet, and she looked like a fool when it weren't for him killing a man came through, and she left him. Call in on contempt of court charge. Now he skipped. Oh, snap. When he told me the narcissists, they like to gang up on their prey, that's me at my own family function. See? Disconnecting is very important. Yes. Hey, Vanessa from the UK. How are you doing? Jay said, Noma, what does PCS mean? Permanent change of station. Military term. Let's see. They always try to set me up. Okay. I have friends telling me to stop posting narcissism on the pages that is making me look like a fool. Whatever. I do it all the time. Let's see. My ex-narc mother-in-law ruined my marriage by triangulating me to my fiance's family and using a smear campaign against me. Yep, that's what they do. What if you have to go back to having contact after 8 months? Now, is that a choice? Is that your own choice, or is that a legal choice? I've been told that pictures on Facebook are a facade, but my feelings tell me differently. Most pictures on Facebook are facades. If you're dealing with a narcissist, it is a facade. Everything that they do, you have to remember, everything that the narcissist does is an illusion. They always have to make themselves look better. If you cause them a narcissistic injury by leaving, they always have to make sure they put whatever they possibly can on their Facebook, because of the fact that they know that somebody is going to report back to you. In their mind, they just know somebody's going to report back to them. But when you it's not that you let them know. When you truly could care less what's on their Facebook because you're making sure that you stay no contact, I don't want to have anything to do with you. I could care less what's on your Facebook. I don't care what you do. In their minds, they just cannot believe you gotten to that point. And when you get to that point, the problem is sometimes they pursue you, but they pursue you, and it's almost like ridiculous at how they pursue you just to make sure you get information. They'll start pursuing your children. They'll start pursuing your friends. They say and do. It's almost like they having a conversation with that person, but the conversation is directed at you. So it's almost like you're in the midst of a conversation, but you know you're talking to that person, and you know for a fact that they're not even talking to you. They're giving you information to make sure that you give it to someone else. Hey, Kamira. But and that's how they are on Facebook. Everything that they post usually is for the person that has discarded them or they're trying to hurt. And so everything that they do and everything that they say is always, especially if you guys were like long-term supply, is always for the purpose of making sure that you get that information. And what they can't register is when you could care less. That's what they can't register. They don't believe that you don't care less. So they'll just keep trying to a point. That's why I say you guys stay no contact and stay quiet, because it gets to a point where people begin to realize, like, why are you pursuing this person, this man or this woman, and they're not interested in you at all. Even with the person that they're with, when they're with a new supply who has become their flying monkey, that person usually will pick up on the fact, like, wait a minute, everything that you're saying, after a while, you can only tell a lie for so long before it is exposed. And eventually it's almost like, the last word syndrome. Yeah, it's almost like, okay, you keep pursuing this person, and a lot of things that you're doing, I can tell you're not doing it for me, but it's almost like you're doing it to make sure that they get this information. Anybody that you know that you guys have mutual friends or mutual family members, they'll make sure that they let them see or hear information because they want to make sure it gets back to you. But they let you know that you're empowered, because all they're doing is trying to hurt you some more. And it gets to a point where you could care less. But sometimes you go through the pain, get through the pain, go through the pain, go through the pain until you're callous to it. When you say callous to it, you know what I mean? It's almost like, I don't care anymore. And you notice the pattern. You're like, this is the same thing they do all the time. It's gotten to a point where I could care less. The no contact for you, hold on just a minute, y'all. I'm just gonna finish my statement. But the no contact for you is to put space in there, and you got to remember, like, gaps of space. Today might be 1 day narc free. The next 2 day no contact. The next 3 day no contact. Remember, you're adding on. So by the time you get to 90 days no contact, you're building up your strength. The fog is starting to clear. You're beginning to see you're beginning to see what has been happening. You begin to build your strength back up. It gets to a point where you're like, I cannot believe that I've allowed this to happen to me. You see, a lot of you have gotten to that point. You see what I mean? So my time is up. So because I'm gonna go use my air fryer, y'all. So my time is up. I appreciate you guys. I got 2 more closes left. No, I'm gonna close. I just wanted to finish my statement. I just wanted to finish my statement, but I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys go check out my mentor's YouTube channel, Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. And she is my mentor, me and Tasha's mentor. Because me, Tasha, Clarithos Jones Jackson over here, Miss Kamira, that is our mentor. That is our pastor, our senior pastor. She is the one who is awesome in her teaching. She brings you information from a biblical and spiritual perspective. Obi, I hope that helped you. She brings you spiritual and biblical perspective concerning narcissist abuse. And those of you that do not believe in the Bible, both of us understand that, and so we bring that information to you, and you have to apply it to your belief system and how you believe. And so make sure you go check out her YouTube channel. Is Helen Sadler, Destiny Helper. Make sure, yes, my book on Amazon and Barnes & Noble is Unmasking the Illusion of Perfection. You can find it there. Those of you that have asked me about donation, I truly and honestly, I'm so humble. Thank you so much, you guys, for making sure that you guys have been taking care of me. I really appreciate it. I do have a Cash App and a PayPal. Is whenever I post the videos, is right up underneath the videos. I also have the email address for those of you that are looking for coaching. Remember, when you guys send me real long, extensive emails, I don't have time to read it. Usually I get to, hey, Dr. Carmen, or hi, Dr. C. And then by the time I see it's real long, I just don't have the time or the energy to read that much. That right there is actually a consultation. You're asking for a session with me. And when you're asking for a session with me, whether it's to tell your story or whether it's to talk to me, I do provide you with, thank you, Ms. Kamira. I also provide you with the fees that I charge for coaching services. And so if you are in the state of Washington, I can provide you with counseling services. If you are outside the state of Washington, I provide you with coaching services, 2 different things. Those of you that are looking for a counselor, if you go to my sponsored link, is betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. They will give you a discounted rate, and you can find a licensed counselor within your state. And when you look for one, if you look for a counselor within your state, you're looking for someone. Most of you guys, I can't find no one that specializes in narcissist abuse. You ask questions like, do you understand domestic violence? Do you understand post-traumatic stress, complex post-traumatic stress? Do you understand psychological abuse? Do you understand, like, for example, the abuse of children, the effects of the abuse of children? Look for ask questions. Don't give them narcissism. Give them the symptoms. Do you understand this right here? Do you understand this right here? And that's what you're looking for. But they will give you a discounted price. If you click my link, they'll give you a discount, 10% discount. And if you have to go to Psychology Today to find a therapist in your area, or go to betterhelp.com. But if I don't know everybody, y'all make it seem like I know all the therapists across the nation. So you guys have to go look that up yourself. Some of y'all email me talking about, can you give me a therapist? No, I can't give you a therapist. I don't know everybody. I mean, it looked like I know everybody, but I don't know everybody. Y'all have to go search that for yourself. I'm not going to make y'all lazy. Y'all going to go find some information. You said you're going to learn to research. So, but anyway, they'll give you a discounted price. If you're having any financial issues, just let them know, and they can also provide you with a grant to get counseling. Yeah, betterhelp.com/Dr. Carmen. I am on Facebook. I am on YouTube at Psychological Health Consultants and Services. That's a mouthful, but you can find me on Overcoming Narcissist Abuse. I have a podcast. I am the host podcast. My host is Podbean. So if you go to Podbean or iTunes or Google Play or Spotify or iHeartRadio, you will find, if you look for Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, and if you go to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, you see my picture on there. I will, thank you, Ms. Kabira. But if you go to Overcoming Narcissist Abuse, you can find my podcast on there as well. And so I appreciate all you guys. Is there anything that I'm missing? Anything about? Oh yeah, make sure you guys miss Demetria Fields. She is the owner of Natasha's Touch. You guys go to Natasha's Touch. Now, this is not one of her pieces. The bracelet I had didn't match the outfit because I was kind of like, I wasn't matching the day. But she's got some beautiful, beautiful, can you please email some resources? I can't keep. Yes, ma'am, I will. But if you go to natashastouch.com, go to her website, natashastouch.com. Now, this is a Tracy Lynn piece, and I have some earrings to go with this. But if you go, you remind me of a doctor, probably because I am a doctor, Ashley. You so smart. Girl, you so smart. Yeah, go to natashastouch.com and go to her website, and she's got some beautiful pieces, bracelets. She's got some really fancy shoes. She came in yesterday with some fancy shoes. She had all these beautiful stones in the shoes and everything. She has some fancy shoes. And they got little fancy shoes for little girls too. But okay, Ashley, because you know I was about to clap back. I was about to clap back, girl. But yeah, I got some clapback in me, y'all. Y'all think just because I'm a professional, I ain't got no clapback. I do got some clapback. So y'all got a sense of humor now. Come on now, I got some clapback. So I apologize, Ashley. But anyway, as I was saying, I got some clapback. So I got a sense of humor. I's funny too. But yes, I sure do. natashastouch.com. Y'all go check out her. She got some beautiful jewelry, y'all. I just got to get paid again because I got to go every time I go on and she done sold out of stuff. You know what I mean? Thank you, Miss Ashley. I appreciate you. But yeah, go to her site. She's got some beautiful, beautiful pieces. I would run and go get it real quick, but I'll mess around and push my chair all the way back and can't get back in here. Stop buying shoes. Y'all go check out her shoes. She got some real cute Nikes that's beaded. She's got some beaded shoes. She came in looking fancy yesterday. She had a little beaded shoes on and stuff. She was all cute. She was all bougie. She was real bougie. She was special. So y'all go to natashastouch.com. Go check out. She's got some beautiful pieces. I'm telling you, she got some beautiful pieces. Beautiful pieces. You can't hear Miss Cassandra, you can't hear the clap back in my tone. You can't, girl. Let me see. But I appreciate you guys. I really do. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate you. You like Adidas? Just let them know. Now, Craig, what you gonna do with some beaded Adidas? You gonna get some beaded Adidas? If you want some pearls and beads on your shoe, you do you. We ain't gonna talk about you. You do you. You be purdy. You be purdy then. You be purdy. But she'll hook you up. She's got some really beautiful stuff on it. Y'all go check it out. It's Natasha with an A, Lisa. And she posted her link. If you scroll up a little bit, she posted her link. It's natashastouch.com. Yeah, there she go. She just posted natashastouch.com. Tell she you said I'll clap back. I do from time to time. I just let y'all know I got a sense of humor too. And sometimes folks get smart as if I don't know how to get smart either. You wear Run DMC Adidas? I would go get my shell toes and show y'all mine. I would, Mr. Craig. I got some shell toe Adidas back there that I sure put on now. I went a little special. I got me a little silver ones, but I got some shell toe Adidas back there. I sure do. That's right, my Adidas. I sure do. Thank you so much, Teresa. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, Project RKA. Okay. Yup, that one. Thank you. So I do. I got me some Adidas. I don't have the track pants no more. I used to have the track pants. I did. I used to have the whole outfit. I did. I used to have my Adidas. Y'all don't hate on me. Y'all see me and I wear heels all the time, but I'm gonna tell y'all this and I'm gonna get off. So the other day I had to go to a business meeting, and so when I went to the business meeting, the office that I had to go to was on the 6th floor, and so I put on heels for the first time in 4 months, y'all. I like stilettos. Miss Tasha likes stilettos too. We are in our church, we stiletto women's. And so I have but I was smart because I didn't put the skinny stilettos on. I put the big heel stilettos. They were some big heel stilettos. They were cute too, y'all. They matched my little outfit and stuff. And I put them and tied them around. There were some cute shoes. I had some cute little shoes. I was gonna be all professional when I showed up to have this business meeting and stuff. I can run in heels, yeah, and not that far, but I can run in them. Yeah, the platforms. Thank you, Miss Betty. But it was like the smaller platforms, the newer platforms, but they were high, they were heels. So, I didn't realize that I had to walk so far through the parking lot because I've always walked in heels. I don't have a problem walking in heels. So I had a long way to walk to get to the door, and then I had to go up to the 6th floor. Y'all, I put them shoes on. I felt like a cowgirl. I felt like I had gotten off of a Bronco. I was trying to be all sophisticated and professional while I was walking. I thought I had just gotten off. I felt like, what's his name? What's the cowboy? Wayne? John. I felt like John Wayne. I felt like I had just gotten off a Bronco and I was wobbling like I had a big head, like I was a little baby learning how to walk. I said, oh my God. But I walked slow, y'all. I walked slow. I said, it's been 4 months since I put on heels. Y'all should have seen me. My legs were cramped up. I mean, but I was smooth though. Don't get me wrong now. I made us look good. I made us look good, y'all. I made us look good because I walked slow and I walked with purpose. I walked with purpose and I walked very professional. But I felt like, I was bow-legged. Like my shoes were shaking and stuff. Boy, my legs hurt so bad. My calves were like this. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to walk around the house with some heels. So that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to make y'all smile before I got off the camera. It's been 4 months since I had on my stilettos. And so I put them on for the first time. Thought I still had the skills I had all these years. But yeah. So I know now, I walk with purpose, Tanya. I sure did. I walk with purpose in my heels. I sure did. You laid out, Miss Telsha. I sure did. I walk with purpose. I made y'all proud. Y'all wouldn't even known that my heels were just too much. Yeah, they were too much. But I walk with purpose, y'all. I walk and I made sure that I represented this tribe well. But I had leg cramps like I had been running the marathon, y'all. I felt like I was running the Boston Marathon, y'all. I sure did. My calves were like this the whole time. I was like, what have I done? I should just walk from my room all the way over here in heels. I'm gonna start wearing heels. Tasha, she said, come get me. Yeah, no pain, no gain. I'm gonna have to get my calves worked back up. I gotta get my calves worked back up for the heels. You know, you wear heels for so long, and all of a sudden 4 months you ain't worn no heels. You got leg cramps. You get like going back to the gym. I ain't see Tasha in her heels either, but we're gonna see next Sunday. I'm gonna see you come in with your heels. We have to do it slowly. Everything is done slow and in increments. You put your heels back on, you keep them on for 20 minutes, take them off, take a break, put them back on. Bring you some slippers, bring some bling bling slippers from Miss Tasha. Okay? Well, y'all, I'm getting ready to go. I'm at the church. I may have to stop by. You are? Oh! Tasha, your heels been sitting in my back seat. See, y'all, I got heels for Tasha. Your shoes been sitting in my back seat, and every time I see you, I don't call to grab them because I got the same one. I made sure she got the same ones I got. So I'm gonna make her so we can twin. We don't twin too much, but I'm gonna make her twin that day. Yeah, so you can put on them shoes so you can walk around with your calves like this too, so I can laugh at you. So hey, you guys, I'm getting ready to go. Okay, you guys have an awesome evening. Hey, and they're sitting in the back seat. I haven't moved them either. And those of you, my moderators, Miss Telsha, Stevie Bananas. I don't see New Dawn Arises on here. Who else I got on here? Stevie Bananas, Telsha. Who am I missing? Just Be Real. Your books are in my car. I have them in the envelopes. I got your address on it and everything. I just got to go over to the post office and I'll send it to you guys. So I have you guys. You'll put on flats? I know, right? Hey, but you guys have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for allowing me to come on here and laugh with you guys, giving you guys some information. I truly hope that this has helped you guys. I told y'all I got clapback and jokes. Y'all thought I was just a serious doctor. I'm not a serious doctor. I am serious, but I do got jokes. You got jokes. When you got a family like mine, like Miss Tasha and all them, you got to have a sense of humor because we laugh all the time. Don't make no sense being serious all the time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to joke about stuff. You got to find some humor in life. Some of you guys haven't laughed in a long time. You've been stuck with this narcissist. Some of y'all don't even know what it's like to laugh anymore. You know, I come on here and give you guys, and you're like, oh my gosh, are you a real doctor? You're laughing too much. That's because y'all ain't used to laughing. You get around me, I'm a show make you laugh. I sure will. One day we're going to meet each other. And my show make you laugh because I'll crack some jokes. I sure will. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys for allowing me to be myself. Yeah, you guys need to laugh. But thank you guys so much for always allowing me to be myself and to make you guys smile. If you know, Sunday, you end Sunday off with a smile. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to make you guys laugh and smile, and we get some information out there. We got to hit some hard spots. We got to, sometimes open up some old wounds, but at least we can seal it back up with a smile and a laugh. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your life and you guys be a part of mine, and that we're a tribe together. I appreciate you guys. You guys go have a wonderful evening, and I'm going to go in here to this air fryer, and I'm going to be Chef Boyardee. I'm going to go ahead and fry some stuff up. I appreciate you guys. You guys have a wonderful evening, okay? You guys go be great. Thank you guys. You guys talk to you guys. I know I need to come to Dallas. I sure do, but we're going to see what this COVID does, okay? We believing that this COVID is going to be done and over with so that we can start our travels again. But hey, you guys make sure I didn't put it out over here on Facebook. So if anybody can remind the people over on Facebook on Friday, which is July 10th, I cut off the video on Facebook too quick. But if you guys can go and just make a statement over there on that side on my Facebook, I turned the video off. But on Friday, July 10th, which is this Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific Central Time, which is 5 o'clock my time. East Coast, it is 8 o'clock. And then I think Central Time is like 7 o'clock. But so you guys gauge it off of my time, 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You guys go look on my community tab on YouTube and go look over on my Facebook page. There's a flyer, there's a pink flyer. And I will be with Miss Lisa Alexander for Stand Up Survivor. If you look, I put the link. So if you click the link, go support her. It is Stand Up Survivor. She talks a lot. She has a lot of speakers that come in and they discuss domestic violence. They discuss narcissist abuse. But go and look. You all late, New Dawn Arises. This is my final goodbye. But if you guys look at the flyer, there's a link at the top. It's Stand Up Survivor. And I'll be with Miss Lisa Alexander. And so I want you guys to support her. Go look at the link. Click on the link and like her page so that when we come on live on Friday, she's interviewing me. I'm getting an opportunity to talk. She's interviewing me. I'm answering some questions. And so you guys make sure you guys support her. You guys come, show support from our tribe. Like I said, look at my community tab. I know 3 goodbyes is my second one. This is my third one, but go look on my community tab on YouTube or look on my Facebook page, and there's a pink flyer, and it's Stand Up Survivor with Miss Lisa Alexander this coming Friday, July 10th, and it's 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, so that'd be 8 o'clock East Coast time. So you guys that are in between, you guys have to figure out the time. But if you like her page and make sure you hit the I'm from Munich. But if you hit the the thumbs up, the like, and then make sure you hit notifications so that you know when she goes live. I'll be on there with her this Friday at 5 p.m. So you guys go and make sure you support her, and you guys come in and give her some numbers, give her support and everything. Have our tribe go over there and support her. And some of you guys I'm familiar with, so you guys come on over there and support her on her site. And remember, it's Stand Up Survivor with Miss Lisa Alexander. It's on my Instagram, it's on my YouTube community tab, it's on my Facebook page. It's got the flyer, and then at the top I put the link. Hit the link and make sure you hit the thumbs up. I'm hoping to see all you guys over there to support her, okay? So that when we go live on Friday, she's doing an interview with me and I will be her guest on her program. So I appreciate you guys, and I know I shouldn't have turned off the video so quick. I should have been able to say it over there, and I did not, but I'll make sure I say it when I do a video this week. So you guys have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Happy belated 4th of July. You guys know I love you guys. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evening, okay? You guys go be great.